So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And now, I will summarize this chapter 2 entitled Configure a Network Operating Systems. So, let's go. Operating Systems. Operating Systems. All end devices and network devices require an operating system or OS as shown in figure 1. You see operating system, shell, kernel, and hardware. User interface. When using a CLI as shown as in figure 2, let's go to the figure 2. Let me see. The user interacts directly with the system in a text-based environment by entering commands on the keyboard at a command prompt. A GUI interface such as Windows is OX, Apple, iOS, or Android allows user to interact with the system using an environment of graphical icons, menus, and windows. The example of GUI is we must see in the figure 3. Yeah, like that. However, GUIs may not always be available to provide all of the features available in the CLI. GUIs can also fail, crash, or maybe simple not operate like that as specified. For these reasons, network devices are typically assessed by CLI. The CLI is less resource intensive and very stable which compared to GUI like that. The operating system on home or OS routers is usually called firmware like that. The most common method for configuring a home router is by using a web browser based GUI. So this is the purpose of OS or operating system. Network operating systems are similar to a PC operating system through a GUI. A PC operating system enables a user to use a mouse to make selections and run programs. Enter text and text-based commands. View output on a monitor. A CLI-based network operating system like the Cisco IOS on a switch router enables a network technician to use a keyboard to run CLI-based network programs. Use a keyboard to enter text and text-based commands. View output on a monitor. With the Cisco networking devices run particular versions from the Cisco iOS. The iOS version is dependent on the type of device using by the user. Access method. A Cisco iOS switch can be implemented with no configuration and still switch data between connected devices. So this is the most common methods. The console, secure shell, and telnet. The console is a physical management port that provides out-of-band access to a Cisco device. Out-of-band access refers to access via dedicated management channel that is used from device maintenance for purposes only. Shellnet ay secure shell or SSH. SSH is a method for remotely establishing a secure CLI connection through a virtual interface. Telnet. Telnet is an insecure method of remotely establishing a CLI session through a virtual interface over a network. Some devices such as routers may also support a legacy auxiliary port that was used to establish a CLI session remotely using a modem. Similar to band those to band does not require networking services to be configured available. So, console. The advantage of a port is that device is accessible even if no networking services have been configured. Terminal emulation programs. So this some includes from the terminal emulation programs PUTTY and Figure 1 put or PUTTY. Terra term security like that. This is the host names, the device names. When we are configuring some network devices, one of the first step is configuring some unique device name or host name. Because if we put some not unique name from host device or host name, the strangers is easy to get some information to our device like that. If device name is not explicitly configured, a factory assigned default name is used by the Cisco IOS. By choosing names wisely, it is easier to remember, document, and identify network device. Those names used in the device iOS preserve capitalizations and lowercase characters. Therefore, it allows you to capitalize a name as you ordinarily would. In this, you must put your own host name or password that you will easy to get that. For example, in the figure 2, three switches spanning three different floors are interconnected together in a network. You must see the switch with names network device are easy to identify. If you put your own host name or device name, you will easy identify to configure it. Configure host names. Once the naming convention has been identified, the next step is to apply the names to the devices using the CLI. Note, to remote the configured hostname and return the switch to the default prompt, use no hostnames global config command. Secure device access. Network devices including home wireless routers should always have a password configured to limit administrative access. Cisco iOS can be configured to use hierarchical mode passwords to allow different access privileges to a network device. Most of the labs in this course use simple passwords such as Cisco or class like that. These passwords are considered weak and easily guessable and should be avoided in production environments. Securing administrative access, secure privilege exec access with the password, secure user exec access with the password, secure remote telnet access with the password. Other tasks, encrypt all passwords, provide legal notification. Go to the So this is the configure a network operating system summary. Cisco iOS is a term that encompasses a number of different operating systems which runs or various networking devices. The technician can enter commands to configure or program the device to perform various network functions. The services provided by the Cisco iOS are accessed using a command line interface or CLI, which accessed by either the console port, the AUX port or auxiliary, or through SSH or secure shell and telnet after connected to the CLI or command line interface. Cisco iOS and switches support a similar modal operating system. support similar command structures, and support many of the same commands. This chapter introduced the Cisco IOS. It detailed the various modes of the Cisco IOS and examined the basic command structure that is used to configure. It It is also walked through the initial settings of the Cisco IOS switch device, including setting a name, limiting access to the device configuration, configuring banner messages, and saving the configuration. In this chapter, I understand to create my host name or device name and configuring some banner messages and saving some configurations. I think I I love I I introduce this chapter is good for me. Thank you for watching.